We've talked then about breaking thinking down into its parts. And the next insight that we need to strive for is understanding the standards by which the parts can be evaluated. And let me comment first on the problem of lack of intellectual standards. I think, as an empirical question, as an empirical and personal research project, when you're talking to someone and it seems relevant, ask the person how they assess thinking. How do they know who to believe and who not to believe? What standards did they use to determine what they will accept as true and what they will reject as false? And let me tell you that, and share with you 8 standards that we think are foundational. They are not by any means the sum total of intellectual standards, but they are standards that all of us should be comfortable in using at a minimum. And the first standard is the standard of clarity of thought. To be clear in our thinking, to say exactly and precisely what we mean, and to know what we mean by what we say. To be able to state, elaborate, exemplify, and illustrate our own thinking in such a way that it is clear, thinking. But we could be clear in our thinking, but not accurate. So the second standard we advocate is checking thought for its accuracy. How can we determine, how can we evaluate its accuracy? What criteria can we use? But let us suppose we're clear and accurate. That doesn't mean we're precise, because we could be clear, accurate, and imprecise. Precision of thought is the meticulousness of detail. The fact that we specify in detail what is necessary to think effectively on the issues and problems we're thinking of. Clarity, accuracy, precision. But you could be clear, accurate, precise, and irrelevant to the question. And so what we want is clarity, accuracy, precision, and relevance. But you could be clear, accurate, precise, and relevant, and superficial. So is our thinking at the surface of things, or are we probing deeply? But we could be clear, accurate, precise, relevant, deep, and narrow-minded. So, does our thinking have breadth? Does it have scope? Or is it the thinking of a little mind, lost in details, without getting the big questions down? But you could be clear, accurate, precise, relevant, deep, broad, and illogical. And so we have to ask, does our thinking make sense? Does it really explain what we take it to be explaining? And so now I'm going to give you another but. You could be clear, accurate, precise, relevant, deep, broad, logical, but trivial. And if you're trivial, we would like to raise your thinking to the level of significance. Finally, no buts in this one. Are you being fair in your thinking? Or are you being one-sided? Right now, I would like to ask you, is your mind awakening? Is your mind awakening to the need to study itself? Is your mind aware that we have met the enemy and he is us?